going to try to prepare ourselves better this year so that we can play better throughout the season and obviously try to end with the same result.
Mahomes. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
Their third Super Bowl in 5 years!
Once you win the championship, that year's over. You have to rebuild and go for it again.
Jackson keeps. Touchdown, Lamar!
I just feel like it's Lamar's time.
I get paid to be the best quarterback that I can be and try to lead the guys on this team.
You can do everything perfect, and he can still beat you because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
C.J. Stroud, he has been everything the Texans could have hoped for and then some.
I just want to win for them, and I want to win for these fans.
We're now joined by the host of TSN's Overdrive, Bryan Hayes. And, of course, it's the final week before the NFL officially kicks off the 2024 season. Today, we're debuting a brand new segment called Either Or. We're going to start with last season's Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes. He's going for the unprecedented three-peat, which has never been done before in the Super Bowl era. So, Hayes, which AFC quarterback is going to be the biggest threat to ending Mahomes' reign?
Okay.
Is it Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert?
Burrow.
Okay. Is it Burrow or Aaron Rodgers?
Burrow.
Burrow, okay, or Trevor Lawrence?
Joe Burrow.
Burrow or C.J. Stroud?
Joe Burrow.
Okay.
That's a good one, though.
Joe Burrow or Tua Tagovailoa?
Joe Burrow.
Man, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen? I've heard what you've had to say about Josh Allen.
I am a big fan of Josh Allen. This is like as tough as it gets. I think it's between these two. I'm going to say Joe Burrow.
All right, Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, okay.
I finally got off Joe Burrow.
Lamar Jackson's the winner, so you end up going with him.
Yes.
What gives him the best shot at stopping Mahomes?
Well, I think when you consider the way he's played throughout the regular season, he's going to put his team in a position to be in the playoffs with Patrick Mahomes. That is not a guarantee with Joe Burrow. Not that Joe Burrow is the direct comparison. I know it's Lamar versus Mahomes, but Burrow's obviously had injury histories, and Cincinnati's got to prove they can get back to the dance. But Baltimore, in a very tough division, I still believe is the best team in the AFC North. They've got a great coach, great defense, a very stout run game. Now Derrick Henry's there. And I believe Lamar Jackson will get it done at some point. He's 2-4 lifetime in his playoff career. His stats have dropped off. It has not been great, but I'm a believer at some point those talents, that protection, that defense, that home field advantage, which he had against Mahomes and the Chiefs last year, will pay off, and Lamar and the Ravens can and will win a Super Bowl. That's why Lamar can beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Okay, he's got the greatest chance at it, according to Hayes. Now, how about some quarterbacks on the other end of the spectrum? Which starting quarterback are you most skeptical of? Ooh. Russell Wilson or Kyler Murray?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson or Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones or Tua Tagovailoa?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson or Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young or Kirk Cousins?
Bryce Young.
Okay, so what's the biggest question mark for you when it comes to Bryce Young?
Well, I think Carolina's the worst team in the league by a substantial margin. I think he has the worst owner in the league, which is really going to cause him a lot of problems in his young career. I felt for him last year. Rookie quarterback, first overall. They threw him to the Wolves. They said, get out there. He has no offensive line. He has no weapons. They have no run game. They have no coaching. They have no defense. They have no ownership. I could go on and on and on. I think the talent is there with Bryce Young. I mean, he proved it in college. He proved it as a first overall pick. That was legitimate. It wasn't a reach. But he's young. He's raw. The team's terrible. I think it's really going to be a struggling season again for Bryce Young.
Well, we've got not much to work with there.
No help down there.
Yikes.
None.
Okay. We got one more for you. Unlike the AFC, the NFC is a bit of a revolving door, of course, considering we haven't had back-to-back conference championships in the NFC for the past 9 seasons. Who do you have as the best team in the NFC this season? Your Packers or the Lions?
I actually think it's the Lions still. I love the Packers. I know I'm biased, but I think Detroit, they are loaded, and they proved last year they know how to get things done in the playoffs, which was big for them. I'll say the Lions.
Okay, I know it pains you to say that.
Yes,
How
it
about
does.
The Lions or the Falcons?
Lions.
Lions or the Cowboys?
Lions.
Lions or the Rams?
Lions.
Lions or the Eagles?
Lions.
Okay, this one's going to be tough for you. Lions or the 49ers?
Niners.
All
Niners.
right.
I'm still on the Niners here. I mean, I realized that I just gave a lot of love to a team that had not won playoff games in like 30 years or whatever it was. And I'm banking on, their head coach, who I really like in Detroit, and Jared Goff staying healthy, and the weapons on both sides of the ball, and home field advantage paying off for Detroit. I think they're a really good team, really competitive team. And they almost had the Niners. They almost had the Niners last year in Santa Clara. But I love this 49er team. I love their head coach. I love how balanced they are on both sides of the ball. They have so much talent. They have all-pro talent scattered throughout that lineup. They are too good. McCaffrey's injury scares me a little bit, right? The calf strain scares me a little bit. But if he's healthy, I think the question marks are gone for Brock Purdy. Like, he's legit.
Yeah.
In that system, with those weapons, he is legit. So the Niners, they've worn the crown in the NFC for quite some time. I think they continue to wear that crown. I'm still very bullish on San Francisco.
Okay, the last team to win the NFC Championship in back-to-back seasons was the Seahawks in 2014 and 2015. Thanks, Hayes.